Let's get started. I'm Marianne Friedland. I'm your Vice President of Field Development here at Pure Haven Essentials. And welcome to the company. Welcome to this webinar. But we're so glad, so excited that you've made the decision to join us as we share an important health message to families across the country. We think you're going to find that this business is very fulfilling in many ways, and today's webinar is designed to give you some ideas on getting started, as well as a quick tour of your back office so you'll know where to find the many resources that are available for you. So what happened, what started as one family's dream for a world with safe, non-toxic products, today is carried forth by our community of Pure Haven Essentials independent consultants. And with thousands of women and men across the United States, we're in the business of doing good for people, for the environment, and for the next generation. You'll notice on the screen our mission, and our mission is threefold, but it's important to understand that it starts with educating. That's first and foremost, that we share information about harmful chemicals. Then secondly, we share safe products as alternatives. And finally, we've got what we believe to be a best-in-class business opportunity that we can share with others. So that's kind of the best gift of all, because we can give it away as much as we want, and we always have it for ourselves. So that is our mission. And just out of curiosity, and we'll do this first poll, go ahead and click in. What is your background? Are you a stay-at-home parent, maybe an educator or former educator? Are you a corporate person or professional? Are you in a trade or technical, or maybe something else? Maybe there's a combination of, you can choose as many of these as apply. But I'd love to get a sense of where our consultants kind of come from. What's your background? Okay, looks like you guys are figuring out these polls. So again, you're not going to chat it into me, but you're going to click it on the screen. If you're on an iPad, you might not have full functionality of our poll that's going on, but it looks like almost everybody has clicked in. So let's close this out. And about half of you are staying at home doing this alongside of maybe your parenting responsibilities, and some from the corporate world, some from the education world. While our consultants come from a variety of backgrounds, a common bond that we share is the desire to use and to offer safe products. And our products are safe and made with care. They're handcrafted in small batches to guarantee freshness. They're overseen by the trained chemists on our staff. The production process, it's designed to maintain the quality and integrity of the ingredients. And since we use natural ingredients, our recipes are pretty simple and straightforward. We craft the products, measuring, blending, regulating temperature, and completed products then held for testing, and after which we have barrels of finished product that are moved to the filling stations to be packaged and labeled and then sent out ready for you to enjoy. Throughout the production process, we have very rigorous quality control on every batch of finished product, and testing for things like color, viscosity, scent, texture, all the performance attributes, that's done. Even the water that goes into products, that passes through a state-of-the-art system comprised of both reverse osmosis and ultraviolet filters. And all ingredients that come into our facility, they are tested for safety, toxicity, any potential irritation, environmental impact. Our suppliers of the ingredients are qualified, and they're qualified for reliably providing us safe and select materials. They have to authenticate compliance with our standards, provide signed affidavits that those ingredients are what they say they are. And we're looking at, over the coming months, continuing progress to achieve certifications like USDA, NSF, EcoCert, CGMP certification for our manufacturing facility. These are things that are in process. They take some time and require vigorous, audits of the facility, review of the processes and practices that we just described. So those are coming soon. So your business kits, and many of you have probably received this already. Some of you will get it maybe today or in the next couple of days. First of all, it's a fantastic value at just the $99, and with all full-size products and the key business tools you need, you really have everything in that kit necessary to launch your business and launch strong. We recommend that by launching right away, then you'll earn additional product through host rewards, through your Quickstart goals. So again, just to kind of get a idea of your status, where are you at? Have you just ordered your kit? Have you received it? Have you been using it? Thank you for clicking in your response. Okay, so most all of you have received it already, and we recommend you start using the products because the more you can speak from experience, the better. At your parties, you do not need to bring a full-size, unopened package. It's much better to let people know, what you love about the products and show that you're using them. Now, in your business kit, one of the key tools you'll find is our flip chart presentation. This is just one of the pages in the flip chart. The flip chart provides you a format to follow. There's no need to recreate the wheel because there's easy to follow scripting and graphics so that you can simply share key information on the toxic message and on our products at your parties. So that's one of the pages, and of course you'll want to read through it. There are many more pages, and you'll get comfortable the more you read it and practice it. Maybe practice it with your family at the dinner table. So you're in the right place at the right time. Americans are actively looking for healthy and safe alternatives, and as a Pure Haven Essentials consultant, you'll be sharing an important health message and amazing products that provide alternatives. I'd like to just share with you what makes this an exceptional business opportunity, even beyond that strong mission and the excellent products that we just talked about. The products not only are fabulous, but they're a consumable product, and they're a product that appeals to all age groups, both men and women. And as a consumable, you'll find that you'll meet new customers that try the products. They'll love them and use them and use them up. So when you provide excellent customer care follow-up, you'll develop a reorder business. Of course, most people at your parties will not order everything that they want at first. So once they try a few things, you can make suggestions of complementary items or, things from a totally different part of the line. So again, a consumable product is smart as a business because you'll have two streams of income with your new customers and your reorders. Secondly, the host rewards are extremely generous, but in many companies like this, consultants have to pay for or chip in for part of the host rewards. Here at Pure Haven Essentials, the host rewards are fully funded by the company. You don't have to pay anything for those host rewards. So we take care of the host rewards, and in fact, you as a consultant can self-host your launches, and each month, most consultants have at least one self-hosted party. You can even put those reorders we talked about into the party, and you can redeem those host rewards from your reorders. Let me show you how it works. Based on the guest sales of the party, your host, including you if you self-host, earn free product on this sliding scale. Once you use up the free product credits, anything above and beyond that, the host earns at a discount between 30 and 50% based on the sales. Again, all of that is handled by the company. On top of the free and the discount, we provide you with a very generous tool to help you to get bookings. When you have a host, now this does not apply to your self-hosted, but let's say your first person that hosts a party for you, when they host and you have two bookings that come from that party, your original host gets the entire skincare set for free. Again, these are full-size products. It's a $100 value. And when those two new bookings are held and closed, you simply fill out a form to redeem this for that original host. It's a win-win because your host will love getting over $100 in additional free product beyond what we just talked about. They're going to enjoy using that skincare set. It works best when you use all the pieces together, and they'll probably come back to you again and again for reorders of the skincare sets because it's such a great basic foundation for everyone to use, men and women and all age groups. So that's your 2 booking bonus. All right, so great product, consumable product, host rewards. Let's talk about what's in it for you as the consultant. Our consultants earn up to 50% commission on personal sales, and your commissions are paid every week. So if you've got a bill to pay next week, do a party this week. What you submit between Monday and Sunday, is, your commissions will be direct deposited the very next Friday. Let's take a look at how it works with that up to 50%. Now, that weekly commission we talked about is paid out weekly at the 30%. That's the base level. When your sales are less than 1,000, you stay at 30%. But for the month, when your monthly sales top 1,000, that's where you start giving yourself a raise. And that raise goes up in 5% increments. When you are at monthly sales of $4,000 or more, you're now earning 50% based on the entire amount sold in that calendar month. If you're thinking, wow, that's an awful lot, 4,000 in personal sales, how could I ever do that? Well, it really depends on how actively you'd like to pursue the business. Our average party is right around $500. If you were to do the math and think about working this business part-time, 2 days a week, well, 2 days a week at a $500 average, that equates to $4,000 in sales for the month. So it's very attainable at a part-time level to be earning that 50% commission rate. That doesn't even take into account the reorders that you're sure to build as you build your business. So again, commissions paid every week, up to 50% commission. In addition to that, we provide excellent training and support. You'll find from, the person who sponsored you to the executive team that you're a part of, there are Facebook forums that are often full of graphics to use and files and ideas. And then our home office team provides training and support as well, things like this webinar. And we record all of the webinars that are done. You'll find, and I'll show you in your back office, a library full of resources, webinars for training, our national calls we do every Wednesday, and those are always recorded so that you can listen to the playbacks. You'll find individual support available too from myself and our training specialists if you feel you need some guidance. Maybe you're struggling with how to increase your party average or your per customer order. We are all available to help you all along the way. You'll get emails from us, occasionally a phone call, and again, that is both with your field team and our home office team. And then we provide you lots of incentives and recognition to build your business too. Let's look at some of those. The Quickstart program is something that every new consultant can achieve. And in fact, about 50% of our new consultants typically achieve their Quickstart goals. I know you on this training today will be in that top 50%, right? You're gonna achieve your Quickstart. The way you do it is with $1,000 in personal sales in your first full month. If you joined us in April, the end of your first full month would be May 31st. And from the time you started until May 31st, when you have $1,000 in personal sales, you earn the $50 shopping spree. This is a cumulative award, so then based on the next full month, from the time you started to the end of the second full month, $2,000 will get you an additional $100 shopping spree, and then you can see how that works with the third month too. So cumulative award, if you happen to miss one of them, you can catch up the next month. If you earn them early, you get those shopping sprees early. So $300 in shopping sprees based on sales in your first month. You don't want to miss out on those. Set yourselves up for success. Also, when you sponsor people during your first 3 months and help them to get their Quickstart goals, you receive shopping spree bonuses as well. So it's a win-win. Who do you know that you might invite to join you? Even though you're brand new, it's kind of fun to have a buddy to come along on this journey with you. Now, if you joined us in the month of May, and I have a sense that many of you on this did join us in the month of May, there's something extra beyond what we just talked about with that quick start. It's called the New Consultant Exclusive. And this is kind of a stepping stone to that $1,000 quick start goal. When you have at least 2 parties, each of them over $300 in your first month, you'll receive this additional bundle, $70 value of free products. These are things that don't come in your business kit. So we hope that you'll strive for this and of course that you'll achieve this, and then you'll just be one more party away from reaching your quick start. We provide incentives for your customers each and every month, and typically it's with a $95 order, your customers get something free. This costs you nothing. We, look at every order that comes in. If it's over $95, that's automatically added to their order. And by the way, if you ever want to place an order for things for yourself, if you place the order at full price, full retail value, you get that free gift with purchase too. And remember, you're paid your commission the next week. So that's really a good way. I'll show you how to do that in the back office in a moment. But you can get that free gift with purchase too when you're placing an order. But the free gift each month allows you an extra reason to reach out to customers for reorders, to tell them what they can get for free. It also encourages party guests to, maybe they will add another item or two to reach that free gift level. Keep in mind that your role is a consultant. You're not just there as a cashier to take their order and total it up. And when you guide them to products they'll love and help them to reach this level where they get something for free, that's a positive. It's a win-win. We also provide, so in addition to the free products for the host, the discount, and that 2 booking bonus, in most months you'll find an additional host exclusive. So in the month of May, when your host, and this would be including you if you self-host, when you have a $400 party for you or one of your host can choose this bundle that retails at $113, they can get it for just $39.95. Again, you could as well if you were self-hosting. This is about a 70% discount, so it's above and beyond that discounted level that we showed on the chart. And on the first of each month, you'll find the new incentives or bonuses for that month. So June 1st is it Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday. Wednesday this week, next week is June 1st, and that's where you'll see what the specials are for the month of June. But this is a great way for your host to get additional things to stock their home and to use for themselves. Sometimes we have extra specials for consultants. In the month of May, we're running a promotion, and I know you're brand new, but again, $1,500 would be 3 average parties. And any consultant in the month of May, even if you're brand new and you're working toward all these other things, with $1,500 submitted by May 31st, you would earn this logoed table topper. And by the way, I've mentioned a lot of goodies that you get, not to mention that at $1,500 in the month, you'd be earning commission of $525. Other incentives? Well, this month, we've got a lot of them this month. When you share our business opportunity, you would earn this exclusive logo tote bag, organic cotton, and of course you can probably think of multiple uses for something like this. But when you sponsor someone and help that new person to achieve their 2 parties in their first month, you as the sponsor would get this logo tote bag. So that's kind of fun. What else? Well, of course, there are lots of smaller incentives, but the big one each year is our annual trip. In January, we took more than 300 people to Disney's Yacht Club for a 5-night vacation. In previous years, we've offered tropical destinations and, cruises. And this year, we are doing a bucket list kind of an incentive trip, a cruise to Alaska. Now, the earning period did start February 1st, but you have through the end of September, and I'll tell you, 2 people have already reached the sales goal just in a few months. So even though you might be brand new and starting a little bit later, it is absolutely attainable if you put your mind to it to earn this by the end of September. So again, lots of great incentives. You want to think about, what's your goal? What would you like to achieve with Pure Haven Essentials? I think it's always good to look at a goal for the month, but then also maybe for the end of the year. So think about that. Having a goal, it moves you to action. It gives you that target, something to go for. Another benefit of having a goal is that people like to help people achieve their goals. So when you communicate that I'm just $50 or $500 away from reaching my goal, typically people will help you to achieve that. If you share that your goal is to have 4 parties in your first month so that you can really launch your business strong, let them know that you've got 2 out of the 4. Would they like to be another one of those? That will help. People like to help people. It's human nature. So let's think about that. What is your goal? And in fact, I'm going to put out another poll for you to answer. So would your goal be earning Quickstart, maybe that new consultant bonus with 2 parties in your first month? Is it just getting that first party under your belt, or earning the table topper? Or are you interested in sharing our business opportunity and building a team? Go ahead and click in as many of those as apply to you. Thank you. Looks like everybody clicked in their responses, and I am thrilled to see that you're striving for Quickstart. More than 60% of you are striving for Quickstart, so that's above our average. Lots of you going for the table topper, even though you're brand new. That's fantastic. So remember, 1,500 by May 31st, which is Tuesday next week. You can if you decide you want to. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's talk about how you get that business going. So we recommend scheduling 3 launch parties within a couple weeks of enrolling. By doing 3 instead of just 1, you're much more likely to accommodate people's schedules. It gives you more practice with your flip chart presentation, and you'll find that you get on a roll. Remember, you don't need anything more than your business kit contents to launch. And actually, it's kind of a good strategy to just have a limited number of products with your launches. You'll be more comfortable with those products. If you don't have everything in your kit, you'll know the ones that are there. And it gives your guests a reason to book their own, because by the time they have their party, you will have earned, as the host of your own launch party, some more products. Remember, as a consultant, you can be the host and earn free products plus your commission, and all of it counts towards your quick start. So again, those are that's how we get things started. And let me ask you just one more poll question. Your first 3 parties, are they done? Are they scheduled and you've entered them in the system? Do you have a date on your calendar but you haven't yet entered them? Or do you really need to get busy and schedule them today? As you're clicking in your response, keep in mind that once you have bookings from those guests at your launches, the way to keep your business growing is using that 2 booking bonus reward. Commit that every single host deserves to get that skincare set for free. And it's easy. Every host that has 2 or more bookings receives it. They can actually rehost and be one of their own 2 bookings if they need to. So who can you invite to your launch and then invite to host? Okay, so we're split. Some of you have them scheduled. Some of you need to do that today. So where do you start with asking? Who do you ask to your parties? Who do you ask to host? We use the acronym FRANCO. And that helps you to think about friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids connections, out of state, online, organizations, all the places where you know people. And if you really think about it, you can come up with, I'm sure, at least 5 names in each category. If you did that, that would be 30 to 40 names. Then just start asking. Now, asking doesn't mean you post it on Facebook and you hope someone will call you. Asking means personally talking to them by phone or in person, because we find it's the personal touch that leads you to results. Now, a good strategy would be to develop this Franco list. Start at the bottom of the list, those that you think probably are not interested. First, start with those and work your way up. You might think that sounds counterintuitive, but what we found is it allows you to practice without any expectations. And if those people at the bottom of the list say yes when you thought they'd say no, bonus, that feels good. By the time you've worked your way up to the top of the list, you'll be more in the groove. And there's some scripting on how to ask. It's in your back office. I'll show you in a moment. But be prepared to hear no. On average, 1 in 4 of the people you ask will say yes. That means 3 out of 4 will be a no. It's okay. You've heard no before. You've lived to tell about it. Now you can increase your odds by being positive. Instead of saying things like, I hate to bother you, I know you're busy, you want to share your passion. Share what's in it for them with the Great Host Rewards. Share your goal of launching your new business. Share your goal of wanting to change lives. Don't be afraid to hear no. And I want you to promise me that if you hear a couple of no's, you'll remember the statistic. 1 in 4 will be a yes. It's just a matter of keeping it going, asking enough people. So develop that Franco list. 5 names in each category. Start at the bottom of your list and just go one right after the other. If you just kind of think of one person at a time, it's nerve-wracking. You get all nervous in asking them, and if you can't reach them or if they say no, you feel like you've got to start from scratch. So develop that list and go one right after the other. Another piece of our compensation, we've talked a lot about your personal sales and your bookings, but with sponsoring, you can build an additional stream of income through our career plan. And by sponsoring people, helping them to be successful, you can advance through our career plan at your own pace. Now, we won't go through all of this here. There's a full webinar on the career path in your back office. There are some great perks along the way. In addition to earning additional income, at executive level, you earn a $500 bonus when you promote. You earn new products each time they are launched and additional training opportunities. But again, our career plan, very generous and something that is attainable for anyone. And you earn based on the very first person that you bring in as they become active. Okay, so next we are going to move to the back office and take a look at where you're going to find some of the resources that you'll need. Let me make sure that I'm logged in here. Okay. All right. So your back office will look something like this. You actually will have an additional line that shows your Quickstart tracking as you're working towards your Quickstart goals. But basically, your overview page looks like this. And on the top left, your profile and settings. That's pretty intuitive. You just want to make sure that those are all correct. This area shows since the last time you opened your back office. Have there been messages from the home office? Those messages you can access here. You can access them here. We often will send you updates and messages through this home or back office system. As you sponsor people or have orders come in, it shows you here. Our calendar of things that are coming up. Well, here we are in our new consultant training webinar. Our VIP program is by invitation only, and that may be something that in the near future you decide to participate in. It's a coaching and training program for those that want to kind of fast track to executive. We have a special event on Wednesday, our first live stream. It's going to be a video presentation live with our President and CEO, Joe Ochoa. And then you'll see meetings that are in different areas. We ask every executive to post their meetings. So a lot of training opportunities that you'll find listed here. The calendar here shows all of the training, so you can click on that calendar and you'll see everything coming up for the next several months. Your support team, customer and consultant services. You'll find the links for, customer service exchanges, requests to email customer service. Here's that 2 booking bonus when your first host has the 2 bookings that come from there. This is where you redeem that. And, the bottom 2 here, the Purely News. Purely News is a monthly newsletter that goes out to your customers. Actually, they don't even have to be a customer. You drop in your database. It could be customers. It could be everybody you've got an email address for, and it's by subscription. So the Purely News, it's a $4.95 a month subscription cost. So worth it because it's a professionally done newsletter. It manages bounce back and spam and all of those things. And we provide the content. We put it all together for you and deploy it for you. And after it goes out, you get 2 what we call warm call reports that shows you who opened which articles. So that's great for follow-up. So again, that's to participate in the Purely News. I'll show you how to subscribe to it here in a moment. All right, so that's your overview page. These are some hot links, some updates that we send out, and let's take a look at the training tab. So in the training tab, new consultants, you would want to open these first, just like it says here. Open these first. And in the new consultant tab, there are everything from your how to launch guide to details on your Quickstart program, a picture of the business kit so you can share that with people. If you haven't gotten your kit yet and want to practice your flip chart, you can pull it right from here. The Consultant Guide to Success is kind of like your Pure Haven Essentials Bible that has everything you need to know in it. Here's instructions on how to subscribe to that newsletter that I just pointed to. So that's all in the Open These First. Webinars. We have a number of training webinars, how to use the different invitation options to invite people to your parties, how to enter parties in the system, how to use that Purely News newsletter. This is a business opportunity webinar. Joe and I just recorded that actually on Monday this week, and it will provide you, there's a link when you open this, there's a link that you could share this webinar with new potential people that would want to learn a little bit more. So we talk about the comp plan and why this is the place to be. So you might take a look at that and share that with others. And then we always record the new consultant webinar. For those that don't want to watch a webinar on how to enter your parties, there are some step-by-step order writing documents, basically, so you could print this out and have it as a guide as you're entering in your first orders and first parties. So again, that's all in the new consultant training tab. Let's pop over to consultant training. Remember I told you the Franco list, you'll find scripts on how to ask people. So the coaching calls and scripts, there's everything from scripts to onboard new people on your team. By the way, if your sponsor has not already asked you to go through the onboarding with them, please ask them. And if they have asked you and you haven't responded, please take advantage of it. There are 4 once a week. There are 4 calls. They're about 30 minutes each that your sponsor should go through with you to make sure that you've got all the basics in your first month of business. Here's that Franco list, how to develop the Franco list, how to ask people on your Franco list to host. And there's even scripting on questions you could ask, it's a good format for having an interview, we call it, with a potential team member. So questions to get them thinking. There's some other things from conference here in the consultant training tab. let's see. Oh, I do want to point out, let's see, this one, okay, party planning. We want to click on training and party planning. Now, let's look at host coaching. We find that some of the best use of your time is working with your host before the party actually happens. So we've put together a checklist and scripting to help you through that, even a checklist on everything you need to be prepared for your parties. In this party planning tab, you'll find all the flyers you need. So the new products, this is an insert that goes into your catalog with the products from National Conference. What else? It's just some specific product flyers and a retail price list. Some people like to use that in addition to their order forms. There is, now here's something I want to point out. Do you see how there's page 1 and page 2? A lot of people miss what's on page 2, so don't miss what's on page 2, because this is where you'll find the party planner. So this is, again, that's that chart, you know, that shows what your host gets and the 2 booking bonus and all of that. So that's on page 2, the party planner. You can print those out yourself. The guest survey slip. This is a pretty straightforward prize drawing slip, the guest survey slip. We recommend that you use this to collect contact information from each guest, but also it gives you just an easy way at the end of the party to say to each guest, you know, I haven't looked through these survey slips yet. Are you one of the ones that marked that you're interested in hosting or in our business opportunity? And that's a real easy way to ease into the conversation, inviting people to host. But again, that's in the party, or the party planning tab, host and party flyers. Monthly specials, you'll receive an email with those the first of the month, but they're also available here. And different forms and information like your customer order form, your shipping and handling rate chart. So all of that in the training tab in party planning. Information on the compensation plan, the career plan, there's a webinar and documents here. The national call recordings, like I said, every Wednesday we offer a national call, and those are recorded, and you'll find the link to listen to the recording in this tab. Things from conference, recognition and incentives. In this tab, you'll find information on our annual awards. We also have just started advisory councils, and that might be something that you'd like to be a part of. Wouldn't you love to be a part of the new product advisory council? Get to be an early tester? Well, it shows you how those are chosen. So all of that in the training tab. And let's take a look next at resources. The resource tab is where you'll find, of course, the policies and procedures and those sorts of things. You know, maybe that's good bedtime reading. But your product information tab, that is chock full of information. There's basics on kind of what I told you, testing protocol for our products, and our standards for product excellence. But then each category of products has a page for each product in that category. So let's look at the hyaluronic acid. So see, there's a page that shows the ingredients, the directions, and more details on the ingredients, why those ingredients are included in that product. We often recommend that as a follow-up with each customer that you might send the customer the product information sheets, maybe attach it to a thank you email so that they have that additional, you know, layer of service and additional information. There's also product versatility sheets that show how to use products in many different ways. There's a listing that shows which products are vegan. All of our products are gluten-free, so that's a new checklist. Essential oils. We actually just did a webinar that you'll find in here on essential oil safety, as well as just some, you know, key information on the essential oils. And the ingredient glossary has every single ingredient that Pure Haven Essentials uses, and a detailed explanation of every ingredient. It's kind of a cross-reference. So, you know, on the product sheets, it shows which ingredients are in there. In the ingredient glossary, it shows all the ingredients and which products they're used on. So that's in the resource tab under product and ingredient information. Approved resources. This will show articles and videos that are on the toxic issue that you might share on your Facebook page. Certainly read them, learn from them yourself. The brand and logo tab has lots of approved images, so there's no need for you to spend time creating your own flyers. There's everything from specific product squares that you could share on Facebook to our business opportunity to, the independent consultant logos. Now, let me point out that if you do feel the need to make your own flyer, please add the independent consultant logo to it so that it does not appear to be something that we created at the home office. But you'll find lots and lots of images, and we're always adding to the images here. You'll also find our licensed vendor for business cards and other logo items, banners and such, and just some general social media do's and don'ts for Pure Haven Essentials. Other general information in the Resources tab. The Reports tab will allow you to track your progress toward different goals. Commissions will show you what you're earning each week and each month. As you build your team, the Organization tab will provide you details on your team. But let's look at this Party tab. If you haven't already opened your first party, you do that by clicking on Add New Event. As soon as you have a party booked, and even as soon as you enroll a new consultant, it's smart to open a self-hosted party, because then you'll have a party ID. They actually now are all 6-digit party IDs, and by providing potential customers the party ID, they can go to your personal website, place an order, and that order will pop into that party. Remember, your self-hosted party, you're accumulating host rewards. So while it's great to have a customer just order through your website, if they do that without putting it in a party, you're kind of missing out on a few benefits, and we don't want you to miss out on anything. So always, 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 best practice is that you always have a party open in the system yourself, and as soon as you book a party with someone else, you open it in the system and provide them with that party number so that they can be talking to their guests and sharing that, by email and by Facebook. So like I said, one of the best ways for you to order product yourself is in a party. You open the party, you place a full-priced order, and then it counts towards your host rewards, plus you're then eligible for the free gift with purchase. Now there is another way for you to place an order yourself, and that would be in the Orders tab. You would click on New Order. And when you click on New Order in the Orders tab, you'll find all of our products at the discounted 30% off price. So for example, the baby wash retails at $12.95. You would pay here $9.07. That's 70% of the retail price. Now, when you order it this way, it does not count toward the party. So that's the downside of it, but you do get your discount right off the top. In addition to product, in the New Order section, you'll find things like business supplies, paperwork, catalogs, business opportunity brochures, postcard invitations, mini body essentials. Some people use those, and the lip balms as giveaways. So you'll find all of those in the business supplies. There are still some closeout items just through the end of this month for Ava Anderson. So that's only available until Tuesday the 31st, and then those are going to go away. So if there was anything there, now's the time to order that. And this is where you would order your subscription to the newsletter, the Purely News. And the next issue of this is going out on June 2nd. So if you order it today, you'll have time to upload your contacts in there and be able to deploy that on June 2nd, Thursday next week. So now would be the time to do that. Okay, so like I said, that is another way to order, is the New Order. You'll also find in the Orders tab information on your customers, and if you have a team that downline orders. The showcase tab is the last area. I didn't point that out to you, but there are videos on things like how to book parties and how to sponsor. And so these are kind of fun to just get some new ideas. And that, again, is in your showcase tab. All right. Well, I haven't seen too many questions from you, but we're going to hop back here to the PowerPoint. An important note. So today we're almost at month end. Any parties you have in the system that are a May party date must be closed out by the 5th, June 5th. If they are not closed out by midnight on June 5th, the system automatically closes it. Now, again, with the deadlines, in order for the sales of a May party to count toward May, maybe toward your Quickstart goal or maybe toward a power bonus, they would need to be placed by the 31st, but we give you a grace period until the 5th to close out the party. So again, don't make that rookie mistake. We would hate for you to miss out on host rewards by keeping a May party open past the 5th. Your sponsor will probably help and watch with that for you, but good to know for you and yourself. So with that, I will open it up to any questions you might have. You can send those to me through the question bar, or if you want to email me directly, you're welcome to do that. But thank you so much for joining us. We know you're going to love it here and find great success with Pure Haven Essentials. We are all here cheering you on to build the business of your dreams. So thank you again. It's been a pleasure.